If your car's cooling system is not working properly, heat can destroy your car's engine. If you notice your car starting to overheat, taking the following steps can help prevent harm to your vehicle until you can repair your cooling system. Pull over. As soon as you notice the temperature gauge creeping into the H territory, which stands for hot, pull over and turn off your car to allow the engine to cool. Be extra aware of the temperature gauge on hot days. If you start to see steam emanating from your hood, stop immediately. You may be able to prevent serious steam from escaping in the first place by keeping an eye on your temperature gauge. Open the hood to allow heat to disperse faster. Don't keep all that heat trapped up there. Find the little latch underneath the hood and open the hood. Be aware that some cars have safety latches close to radiator cap and there is a risk of getting burned if steam is coming from radiator cap. Do not open your radiator pressure cap, the cap on top of the radiator, while the engine is hot. Doing so is very likely to release a high-pressure combination of steam and radiator fluid that can cause very serious burns. Check the coolant reservoir tank and fill if needed. Most modern cars have a plastic reservoir of coolant connected to the top of the radiator. This will allow you to see if your coolant is low. Many have marks indicating the proper level of coolant, below which the engine is in danger of becoming too hot. Check to see if the coolant is at or below that level. Add coolant, or water, in a pinch, to your reservoir to the full, hot line. On most cars, you can add liquid to your reservoir even if the car is hot. Check the owner's manual to be sure, or wait for the car to cool before opening. If your car only has a radiator and no coolant reservoir, you must wait for it to cool before checking the level of coolant. Look for a leak in the cooling system. If your radiator or cylinder head seem to be compromised, or if you open the coolant reservoir and the levels are topped up, you may have a leak in the cooling system. If you're experienced with cars, check the radiator, core plugs in the engine block, or cylinder head near the head gasket for any signs of leakage. Look for a leak in the cooling system. If your radiator or cylinder head seem to be compromised, or if you open the coolant reservoir and the levels are topped up, you may have a leak in the cooling system. If you're experienced with cars, check the radiator, core plugs in the engine block, or cylinder head near the head gasket for any signs of leakage. If you don't know your way around cars, consider bringing your car to the nearest mechanic and ask them to pressure test the cooling system. Pressure testing the cooling system is relatively easy to do, they may even do it free of charge.